Hey, I'm Dan, and this is Dan's Planes. I'm finally working on my VQ model's P-61 Black Widow. I bought this at the Perry Swap Meet a few years ago, and it's just been sitting. So I decided, hey, it's time. So I've popped off the front, knowing that there was a battery in here, and I've had it for a few years just sitting here. I don't know what chemistry this battery is, but I'm just going to replace it. I'm not going to rely on it. I don't know how old it is before I got it. Something that's cool about this model is it has ailerons and slats, which were used in the full scale. And I totally forgot that it had those. So I'm really pumped and stoked that it does, because that's just a cool feature. So I've had to get a receiver because it came without one, and go through each one of these to find out what's what. A lot of them were labeled auxiliary. Don't know why I'm tongue-tied here, but some of them were labeled. This also has an engine sync module, which is this Duma floppy thingamahickey here. Those are technical terms. So what's weird is it's got one lead for throttle coming out, which when I plug that in, I think I hear throttle in both engines moving. Now I don't know if it's moving the right way. I don't know if it's moving fully open, fully closed or not. I'm going to have to pop off the front ends of both of these to check that out. But besides the throttle, it has two others, which again were aux 1 and aux 4.
Inactivity allowed.
So I don't know what those are supposed to do, but I believe I got some paperwork that came with this, and I think some of the paperwork was regarding that synchronization unit. So I'm going to have to go look for that. And thankfully, because Princess is Princess and because nothing can ever be easy, she fell off of the cat tree when they were playing, off of that one, landed on my back elevator, which then ripped out the elevator, which is just dangling there, and also broke the clevis on that rudder over there. So, thanks, Princess. Yeah, nothing to say. So that's what's going on with this so far. Just gone through everything. There is also one leftover aux input that I think might be these flaps, because they're the only thing I think that I haven't accounted for yet. So I'm probably going to have to unscrew this to pull, well, not to pull out the center section, because the center section has both pods, engine pods and booms there. So it would pull down this center section, so I can try to see the servo routing of that wire, because let's see here. Because I'm thinking, well, I don't know what I'm thinking, because the wires go through the wings here to get to those flaps, and they seem to have internal Ys, because both ailerons were on one input to the receiver. Same with the rudder, or rudders. So that's cool. So yeah, I've got to trace that wire one way or another. I've got to trace where that wire goes, because it's this one here. and it's labeled SRXL, and can't think of what that would abbreviate. So if you guys can think of anything, throw it in the comments. Maybe by the time you comment, I'll have figured out what that abbreviation is. I don't know. So a little more work to do. It's going to be interesting doing a twin and a twin glow, because we all know how those can be temperamental. But supposedly synchronization would work well, so we shall see. I don't know if it's even... I don't think it's going to fit on my test stand, because I think the engine booms are going to be right where the arms are. Not my engine test stand, my starting stand. So probably going to have to tie off the tail to the ground. So this is going to be a whole interesting new beast. And I've not tried the retracts yet, but I think they are pneumatic. I would about bet money they're pneumatic, so that air cylinder has to be in there, I'm sure. But I've not seen in there yet. So I might have to pop that off just to see what's in there. All right, that's enough for now. I pulled the center pod off. So, yes, they are pneumatic, which you figured. There's a setup of everything. And servos. It's got a 425 and I can't see with these progressive lenses. So whatever that is. So yeah. Okay, now to try to track down that wire. Okay, more stuff later. Here's a quick update on the P-61. There were a couple stringers down in there that had dissolved into splinters. So I just removed those splinters and replaced those stringers, because I figured I'm not going to have this part apart in the future anytime soon. I'm probably going to put this project on hold, get to some projects I can get to quicker. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Dan from Dan's Planes. I just want to share some content about RC planes, something I've been passionate about since childhood. I'm hoping I can teach something to someone, I can start some discussion and learn some things from others. So let's just have some fun and learn some things together. If you enjoyed what you watched, it would really help me out if you could like, subscribe, and share. And if you feel that it helped you out in some way, or it might help future viewers, I'd really appreciate it if you'd visit my Patreon page and become a patron. It's like throwing a $1 tip into a guitar case when you pass by. It helps to fund future content and future projects that I'll be working on. I plan to show some past content. I have some other flights and I have some fly-in events that I've been to. And I also plan to show future flights and future repairs, as well as building ARFs, and if I can ever get back to it, building my top flight Spitfire. So there's a lot of content to come, but it's viewers like you that are able to support what I'm doing, and by doing that, I'm able to spend more time creating that content in the future. So I'd really appreciate it. But either way, thanks for watching, and thanks for any support, and I wish you blue skies and good speed.